Howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here, and
Happy Brad!
Happy Brad. He's out there kind of grumbling. Not really grumbling, but the dogs are underfoot. So I told him he had to have a happy voice because I was going to do my video now. Right, honey?
Yeah.
Well, you were happy today. Tell him what you got today. What did you get today? In the mail?
I got an Oprah magazine!
He was so happy.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah, we went and stopped and checked the P.O. box, and you come out, you were about dancing.
Yeah!
Because he got an Oprah magazine. In his name, we haven't figured out why he gets these, but he has been for 2 years now, or 3. I don't know. What are you doing, baby?
I'm looking for my phone.
Oh, I don't know what your phone
I
is.
gotta set the timer for dinner.
It's December 17th, 2018, Monday evening at 7:04 p.m. And we'll have to pull up the weather here. To let you guys know what. Oh, I just was reading that update from you, Lynn, and that is wonderful. That is wonderful, Lynn. That is really, that's fantastic news. That's great. That makes my whole day. Seriously, that almost makes me want to cry, girl. That's great news. She's been having some health problems, and she's she got some news that she's doing okay. So I'm not going to spread her news because it's not my news to spread. Well, okay, she's the one that I told you guys had non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver. And her liver is working hard and doing okay. So that's wonderful news. So it is 52 degrees, feels like 52. The high was 67. Low will be 41. Partially cloudy. Humidity, or 10% chance of rain. Humidity is 79%. The wind is 3 miles per hour from the northwest. Sunrise was at 7:27 a.m. Sunset is at 5:39 p.m. And let's see what tomorrow will bring us. The high will be 65. The low will be 45. So pretty much the same as today, honey.
Cool.
So I have kind of felt like I really don't have anything to really talk about lately. You know, I'm not down or anything, but you know, there's sometimes in your life they're just not really, well, you don't really feel like you have anything to talk about. You know, but then I figured, well, I could talk about, I could do my comments, and that would be something that would be interesting. It's time of the holiday season when I get a little quieter. Nothing wrong. It's just, you know, you start thinking about some of the loved ones that have passed, or, you know, people that are no longer, you know, how dynamics change, and, you know, but everything's good. So let's get reading these comments. Okay. This was on Dog Days and Housework. December 5th, Maintaining Michelle said, "You look so cute. XOXO. Thank you. I hope you're doing well." And let's see. Reflecting and reading comments on December 6th. Linda, Crazy for Yarn, said, "Lol, I did laugh when you said maybe Planet of the Apes reminds me of my family. It doesn't. I just love the movies. I do have a bag of the clear thingies to paint on, but thank you for offering some to me." Well, you know, girl, I always offer ya. And then, excited about new looms. Marnie Casey said, "You cracked me up with that hat. Y'all are having way too much fun." Thank you. We try to. Carol Cap said, "Very good deal on those looms, and I just love them. They were a great deal. I absolutely love them." And Rebecca Miller said, "Y'all are so funny. Thank you. Love you." And Linda Craze for Yarn gave me a thumbs up, a heart, a patchwork heart, and then I have no idea what that doohickey is. It looks like a mummy, like a head of a mummy. I'm not sure, but I'll just give her a heart. Brad and Crochet Comfort said Brad could be a radio or TV announcer or game show one. Seriously. You know, we've thought about that and we'd love to have him do that. We're just not sure how he would go about getting into that field. Annette said, I love your hat. You guys are so funny. Thank you so much and welcome to my channel. Rebecca Miller said, great comments and love the history lesson from Brad. My husband is a history guy, so I love talking to him about it. I do too. Brad and I will sit and have the most wonderful conversations about history and, like today, like biology and prehistoric animals and you know, all of that. And WSA said, wherever you purchase a Martha Stewart loom, you should consider posting a review on your opinion on the product if you haven't done so already. A lot of people would buy it just for the name alone, assuming it would be a very good product. You may be saving them some money and frustration. You know, that's a good point, and I will do that, because to me, they're absolutely worthless. And I bought 2 sets of them identical. I thought, okay, maybe one was just, you know, off kilter. No. And this is The House Smells Incredible, December 8th. Marnie Casey said, I have been obsessing about it also. I watched all of her Facebook Lives with Thrive. Are you following on YouTube? Yes, I am, Marnie. And if you want me to throw you some links, there's some specific people I've been following that have been doing a lot of the case studies and stuff. I will do that. Carol Keff said, I'm a crime show nut, but only the ones of real life cases. I'm the same way. Yeah, I want a real life. And Rebecca Miller said, I don't like big change either. Yeah, I have a hard time with that. Dave Nicholson said, yeah, the hat. Or yay, the hat. He. I like it. It's 5 Fahrenheit here right now. What's about 5 Fahrenheit, honey? He can't hear me. I don't know what, but it sounds cold. I won the...
Trying to be quiet.
Oh, okay. Dave Nicholson said, I won the lotto last night. I'm up $2 and a free ticket. Hey, I'm happy if I get that. Yep. And Linda Crazy Fionn said, oh my God, I didn't sleep at night because of Chris Watts' YouTube stuff. Low, just when you think you heard enough, another one catches your eye. Exactly. I listen to a lot of that, like while I'm doing housework or you know, round about the house doing different stuff. I even was listening to it while I was in painting and stuff. Dave Nixon said, my building is part of a group of 3, and people in all 3 buildings knit hats for the kids in the hospital. Just found this out. That's very cool. That's awesome. Yep. You know, and you know, those kids are so happy to have those too. You know, so happy. So, and that's always a wonderful thing. Susan Moorfield on The House Smells Incredible said, bye, Brad. Let's see. And Dave said, cookies. They were good. I just made some more, too. I froze most of those. And then last night, Brad made a banana or a peanut butter cake. That was very good. Like we need it, but you know. My video, new looms are here. Big Dude said, I enjoyed watching. Thank you. Rebecca Miller said, maybe the wide peg is why I didn't like loom knitting. It was mindless and relaxing, but I hated how holy my hats would be when looming. I have some ear warmers and hats I plan to mail out later this week. Oh, thank you. That will help so much. And you know, that probably is. But Rebecca, you do such beautiful work with the crocheting. Why would you worry about loom knitting? Because, you know, you do beautiful work. But yeah, that's the difference on the tighter pegs right there. Marnie Casey said, us Southerners like to hunker down when it gets below 60. You're right, girl. I never thought that it'd be like getting like 60, and I'm like, oh, I'm so cold. I've been missing you, Marnie. I hope you text me pretty soon. I just want to touch base with you and stuff. Or one of these days, we're just going to have to get on the phone and yickety yak. You know. Linda said, I love both olives, but my spinach is eaten plain, except maybe with cornbread. Cool looms. Thank you. I just had a can of spinach for lunch. Brad heated me up a can. Shelley McLaughlin said, hello, Heidi family. Have a great week. You have a great week too, Shelley. Becca Miller said, we love hamburger steak in this house. Throw some potatoes and gravy on it. There you go. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And, Stevie Counts. Hi, Stevie. Haven't heard from you in a long time. Said, hey, great to be able to watch again. It's great to see you again. And then Comfort Crochet said, great to hear from you. I'll give hearts on all of those. Big Dude said, I enjoyed watching. Thank you, sir. Just checking in. Linda said, everything always works out in the end. That's right. Kiki Holmes says, I just was about missing your adult children. Said, I know how you feel. Prayers to you and your family. Thank you. That was years and years ago, and we've healed from it. We are minus 25 here in Canada. Oh, Kiki, that sounds cold. Yep, I remember days like that. Kimberly Cochran says, Christmas begins when we get our bacon. Your plan sounds great. We aren't guaranteed tomorrow. That is right. We aren't. We're never guaranteed tomorrow. I sure will light my candle. I'll be lighting mine with you, Marnie. Joanne said, I enjoyed your speech about Christmas. I will light our community for our community that have trouble during Christmas. That's a great idea. Teresa Nance said, great vlog. Years passed before we know it. I lost an uncle, my last uncle this summer. I have an aunt who has cancer. Both of our parents are gone, and it seems like it gets harder each year. The older I get, the easier it is for me to get down. This year I plan to not get down. Let's support each other through this season. Hugs. I agree. Let's do that. Let's support each other. I mean, you know, because it is harder the older you get. But you don't want to bring anybody else down or anything. And Lynn N says, Gal, you're such a loving human. I am glad I know you even from a distance. I love you. I am lost this holiday season. Last year I lost my beloved parents 3 months apart. I ignored Christmas. I had no part of celebrating because my heart was in pieces. This year is much the same. I have healed, but it's just so raw to think I will not be heading to their house. The little girl inside me longs for her mommy and daddy. Peter comes up and stays over, of course. This year I might get a rolled turkey with stuffing in it. I am sure you know them. Just enough for us and a wee bit of leftovers. I cannot have scents in my house, but this year I pulled out the ceramic lighted tree my parents bought me years ago. I could not even look at it last year, and it gives me great comfort this year. My beautiful parent photo is on the wall above it. So sorry, long and mushy. It's not too long or mushy at all. I know the tree you're talking about. I saw it on your Facebook. And the funny thing is, I used to do ceramics and sell them, and my grandmother, that's what I made her one year for Christmas, was one of those ceramic Christmas trees. I even had put the imitation snow on it and everything, and so every time I see one of those, it reminds me of her. So, you know, not only is it, you think of it as your parents, I think of it as my grandmother. So that's what she used to put up when she got old enough to think she wasn't going to do a big Christmas tree anymore. So, and I love you. Linda said, sending prayers for Brad's mom. Life goes by so quickly, and it does get harder on the holidays when we're missing our friends and family that have passed. But let's just put on our big girl panties and dance around and sing. Just wear the panties, nothing else. How fun would that be? Well, for a minute. Yeah. And then they called the police on that. You know. Yes, baking is expensive. Ugh, I bake Christmas every year for our customers, and boy, this year killing me. Nuts are ridiculous. Your idea of lighting a candle is a wonderful idea, and I really am sorry to hear about Brad's mom. Please know I am saying prayers for her. Thank you so much, Treasure Wendy. I appreciate that. Yeah, we scaled our Christmas way back. And Maintaining Michelle said, Merry Christmas, darling. XOXO. Merry Christmas to you, too. And, let's see. Rebecca said, I got my hats in the mail today. Thank you so much, Rebecca. That means so much. It's 3 days, so be on the lookout come Tuesday or Wednesday. Holidays are definitely hard. It always makes us think about those that aren't with us. I'll be lighting a candle tonight for my family that is no longer with me and our friendship. I lost my grandparents young and have always envied the relationship my friends have with their grandparents that are still here. And then she said, I'm praying for Brad's mom, but also for y'all and his other family members. It's so hard to know that life doesn't last forever, even though we wish it would. That is so true. I gotta turn on this air conditioner off. It's cold. Brad was making chicken pot pie. I'll talk about that more. Thank you so much, Rebecca. And each gave double hearts. And I said, remembering Christmas baking. And Linda said, the only special holiday thing my mom ever baked was mincemeat pie, and I hated it. She never made Christmas cookies, but all through the year she made fudge, banana pudding, cakes, pies, cinnamon rolls, peach cobbler. So we always had goodies. Oh, yeah. And Joy said, if weather permitting, I will mail out the hats for this month of December. I hope they're good enough. Miss writing to you. Write me soon. There will be two packages. Merry Christmas, Joy. Thank you so much, Joy. That's very nice of you. And it doesn't matter when they get here because I always have another shipment going out every month. So that'll be great. And Susan Moorfield said, bye, Brad. My mom would make Christmas cookies for us, but I helped a little. She made the best powdered sugar icing for cutouts. They melt in your mouth. And she made the best fudge. Oh, I love good fudge. Dave Nicholson said, the interesting thing is I smell someone baking peanut butter cookies right now. I know how that is. Shortbread cookies mostly back then? Oh, I don't think I've ever had shortbread cookies. And then Lauren Todd wrote, I have an adult daughter that ran off to Sweden, lived with her boyfriend and his dad. She has not spoken to her recently reconciled parents in 5 years. Our daughter was given a substantial amount of money by me from my inheritance. I had to check with the Swedish bank board to confirm her present whereabouts. Her father and I cannot afford to see her as we lost everything in a property deal that went south. In the south. Will someone help me? There's nothing we can do to help you, honey. I mean, you would have to go through the proper authorities, but all I can do is pray for you and hope that everything works out. I don't know how old she is or anything, and I'm sorry that you guys lost everything. We know how that is, so I will be praying for you. So, and that is the end of the comments for today. We'll pop back on here. Yeah, I was talking about, I don't know if I did a video. Did I do a video yesterday, honey? No.
I don't think you did.
No, I didn't. We were both feeling really lazy, and, of course I did some more looming and stuff, and, I have been so dead tired, and I'm not sick or anything, but I've been having for the last few days, today's better, but a major fibro flare, so all I've been wanting to, and a major brain fog with it, so all I've been wanting to do is sleep. Huh, honey?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, sweetie.
Oh, I said that all I've been wanting to do is sleep.
Yeah.
There's like nothing you can do to keep me awake. I've been getting to sleep before him. So, today's I'm not near as bad, and you just write it out. I'm not complaining or anything, but, it kind of sucks when it happens when your husband's home, but, you do what you have to. It's just like when he's super tired or his back is really bad, then we just do, what we have to for him. So, besides that, nothing really. We had pizza the night before, Brad, Saturday night. He just bought a couple frozen ones. This is how tired I was, y'all. Okay, I'd been up really late, but I went to bed, and then I got up with him before I went to work Saturday morning. And then I laid back down when he was getting in the shower, and he was only working 4 hours. But he worked those 4 hours, and the dogs and I were still in bed when he came home. That's how bad I was flaring. And, you know, because he laughs. When he gets up in the morning, the dogs will get up. They'll go outside. If I get up with them, they'll eat some. If not, they just, as soon as he gets done letting them out, they go climb back in bed with me. You know, kind of used to the routine. But, yeah, today we went and ran a few errands. And, then we came home, and he had put a whole chicken in a crock pot to cook for the dogs last night. And, dogs and us. And then he bought a pie crust, and he made homemade chicken pot pie. So that's what we've been doing. We had some leftover cubed hash browns, you know, scratch from the scratch hash browns and stuff. So yep, that's all we've been doing.
I suck at making pie crust.
You didn't make that though.
I know, that's what I was saying. That's why I bought them.
Well, I'm sure you could have made good pie crust, but we didn't want to mess with it.
Oh.
I could make pie crust, but I don't want to mess with it. You know?
Well, and I'm being upfront and honest by saying I suck at making pie crust.
I didn't want to I hate working with flour as far as rolling stuff out, and I hate the feel of flour. It's a texture thing. I hate the feel of flour. Just basically it gets underneath your fingernail, like kind of a green. I hate it. 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 So that's what keeps me from doing a lot of bread stuff. Because I'm like, I hate the texture of flour. Like, if you got to put flour on a kneading board, and of course, I haven't tried it with gloves. I guess it would be okay if I wore gloves. So, you know, I have some rubber gloves, that disposable ones, and I use those like when I was deboning the chicken, you know, for the dogs and stuff, and dividing it up. Yeah. So that's all we got going on. I plan on doing some loom knitting tonight, and just visiting with Brad and all of that. So, appreciate. I know a couple of you said you're mailing hats off, or have mailed hats off. I appreciate that so much. I didn't think I was probably going to be getting any in this month because, you know, being the holidays. I appreciate it. You know, and I want to say again, I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to every one of you that celebrates it. And I wish that I had the kind of money I could send everybody gifts. So you're just going to have to take the gift of my friendship, because this year we couldn't and stuff. But I know you guys understand that. You know, the needs of his mom and stuff. Because, you know, I mean, realistically, let's get into the bare bones of it. Is that his mom doesn't have enough Social Security and stuff coming in that pays all of her nursing home and her nursing home care. So, between Brad's sister and us, we're paying the difference. And that's no complaint. That's what you do. And that's what we're doing. And, you know, and we have no complaint. You know, we're just starting to help pay on that because his sister wasn't really letting us know. We about had to beat it out of her. I mean, you guys know we were helping with pay the property taxes, but just have to beat it out of her. So, you know. So, but I feel good about that because, you know, I know it makes him feel a lot better because, you know, when you're that far away and stuff, you know, you want to know that you've done your share in helping and stuff. So, anyway, it's all good. I was watching that Chewy commercial because I do have due here in a few days. They're going to send another shipment of dog food, and we're going to order 2 of those big. They hold 25 pounds of food each. They're upright, the dog food storage containers, and they're on the wheels, and that'll be nice. I'm going to label 1 Nixie and 1 Charlie. That'll be good. So, Anyway, love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are awesome. And I will talk to you tomorrow. And say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.